Hey, I'm Edie,
I'm Judy,
and
and
together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow Grannies.
Grannies.
Hey!
Hey!
Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. We are here live on YouTube and TikTok. We come here every Saturday and Sunday morning, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We support the LGBT community because we are part of the LGBT community.
That's
You
right.
have your coffee?
I have
Everybody
my
got your
coffee.
coffee?
Mm.
Mm. We are here. We are queer. We are everywhere. And I want to know what's going on out in Rainbow World.
Yeah, what's happening out there? So, you have to forgive me. I have a little mint in my mouth right now because I got a little cough going on again. It's that allergy thing that happens about 2 times, 3 times a year. Boy, it
Right,
gets me. It just
right.
starts all that. So,
And
I want to say hey to TikTok over here. Thank you very much for joining us. Um, While you're here, make sure you tap the screen so you can send that out so that the algorithm knows where we are. Hey, Susan Thurman from over here on
on
YouTube.
YouTube, good morning. So we had date night last night. We had a nice night. We'll wait till a few more folks come in, and Edie can tell you all about it.
Hey, greetings from Poland. How you doing?
Ooh, Poland
So,
in the house.
hey, Barbara, how you doing? Let's see, beautiful day.
Cool day to
Oh,
get cool day to get more plants in the ground. Everybody planting.
well,
I mean, it's
Barb, I just put a post on one of my garden sites that I belong to that I've noticed some tiny little gnats flying around in here. So I gotta find some kind of spray or something that you use in order to get rid of them gnats.
hey Destine, hey Rachel, good
Hey,
morning. Hey Jennifer,
Destine.
good morning.
Yeah, it's not
Chris,
bad,
good
but it could
morning.
get bad because I'm
It could
sure.
get bad, boy. We don't
Yeah,
want that.
no, I'm sure they're like doing the do.
We don't like
You
gnats.
know, can you
Gnats do to
imagine little
do.
little
Gnats
gnats are
do to
doing it?
do.
They're probably doing it right here in front of us, and we can't even see it. If we saw it, it would probably be like gnat porn.
Probably would
You
be.
know,
Nah.
oh my God, wonder how they do it. Like, do they do it like this, or do they do it like this, or do they do it like this? Morning, everybody.
Put some vinegar near your plants.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. I know those. It always works for like those.
Fruit flies.
Yeah, but these
Yeah.
are teeny ones. These ones are like little tiny specks. So all of a sudden you'll see a little speck go in front of your eye.
They're almost like no-see-um.
Yeah, there's. I don't know because I never see a no-see-em.
No,
I
can't
was
see
I
no-see-um.
was
You can
in
just feel them
Florida.
bite you.
I was in Florida and I was sitting there on a bench and I was getting to eat up and this lady, I looked at her, I says, "Oh my God, something's biting me." She says, "Those are no-see-ems." And it's like, no shit. Yeah, so
I thought I was the first one you heard that from.
no.
Oh,
You probably was, but yeah, that was last time I think I was down in Florida when I went to
oh, the no-see-ums. So yeah, so it's springtime. Lots of folks are planning. Lots of folks are having allergy attack.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So we gotta talk about how last night went.
Mm-hmm.
You know? My garden's coming along real well here. Let's give you a little turn. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. That one's doing well. Everything seems to be picking up. I did notice a couple of them. I did notice a couple of them got a little bit of yellow around the edges. I don't know how to test for the pH. They were talking about maybe I need to check my pH. So I probably will be driving down to the remember that place I go down that hydroponic store.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
probably be going down there and purchasing. So, Barb, if you want to ride with me this week down to the hydroponics store to buy like something to test my pH and do that. Yeah, the power outage, 9 days without power was hard on them, but I did water them myself. I did self watering. Okay, hey, thank you.
I don't know. Yeah, we've got a question here from Sunny Johnson. Says, "Girl said that my love is too much. What do I do to cut it in half, a little bit, or midway?"
Ooh, she said your
Mm.
love is too much.
Mm.
Have mercy. I don't know if
We
anybody ever gave me too
too
much
much
love.
love.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's when you get a boot mark against the side of your head. When you just give it,
Too much love.
you get
Be
too much love.
gentler.
Yeah,
Be gentler.
yeah. Or you end up with a boot mark on the side of your head. Don't Oh my God, wear a helmet. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that's not the kind of too much love she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
You know, let's see. Has she been?
Has she been more
Destin's being
specific?
serious. Destin's asking her if she's being, can she be more specific? And that's really the truth, Sonny. You need to ask her exactly what she's talking about. Try to ask it nicely though, so she don't get on the defensive. But if she gets on the defensive, go give somebody else too much love.
Right.
Because I mean, okay, I can't see you all right now, but all you ladies out there, raise your hand if you ever felt like you're just getting too much love. Okay, I don't see nobody's hand up. So ain't nobody out there getting too much love. You all want a little bit more. More. Okay. I never heard a song say too much love. I'm getting too much love. It always says more. How do you like it?
Hello,
Moto.
You could
I'll call back. Okay. Destine is saying, Sonny, don't dumb down your love. And
yeah, there's somebody out there.
Rachel was saying, don't dumb down your love. And Justine's saying, that's what I was thinking. Show someone else too much love. Because what it does is making me think that somebody is pouring out their love and this other person is really not into it.
You're feeling more for her than she's feeling for you.
Right. That's what I think of.
And that's why she thinks you're just putting out too much. Because I'm joking with you. And I'm thinking that, I'm talking about the sex word, and I'm just like kind of joking with you. But if she's really truly saying that you're just putting out too much love, she's not talking the XXX. She's talking about some kind of emotional thing that she's dealing with. So, you either find out if it's something
that you feely or you call text to her too much. These are questions just asking.
Yeah, but if you are and it's making you happy, then she may not be the one for you.
Edie could hug me a lot more every day than she does, and I would be really happy.
I'm not a big hugger and stuff, and a big kisser and stuff. I mean, you guys see me now. She'll be on here, and you guys will send gifts, and I'm just like, oh, enough, Even though,
but Edie's still not saying I'm giving her too much love.
Oh no, because I've been in a relationship where I didn't get enough.
Yeah.
And I needed more. I needed more. So now I'm okay.
I will excuse myself for a second to make sure there's no emergency.
Should I talk about? Yeah. Okay. I don't want to talk about date night last night.
No, wait till I get back.
Okay. So what else is happening here? Let's see. Yeah. So Barb was asking me about my plants and how they did it, and they lived through good. That's over here on YouTube. I want to let you guys know we have a YouTube channel too. It's Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. And, that way you can go on and watch the videos later on. You can share them with your friends, help us grow. Make sure you subscribe over there. There's no charge to subscribe over there. Over here on TikTok, if you subscribe, it's only $5.99. And that's like buying us a cup of coffee. And anytime you send gifts and you subscribe, it's pretty neat because, I'm not on here like, I'm not doing the evangelist thing, but it all stacks up in this little account. And then TikTok sends us a check and it's enough to usually get a pizza, sometimes twice. Make sure you're tapping on the screen here because right now we have 5,000 likes, and let's pull today up to 50,000 likes like we did yesterday. It was fun. That lets TikTok know that we're out here. So what you do is you just tap your screen like that. Tap your screen. Let's see. Power tap for 60 seconds. Yes, that's what Rachel. Thank you. Let's see. My husband is way more touchy-feely. This is from Legacy of Prince. My husband is way more touchy-feely than me, but he is very understanding that I am not so much. Right. That's good. And I don't know if that's, preach it, get the money. Thank you, Chris. I'm trying. Bring it on. Gifts. But anyway, yeah, I'm not sure if that's what her partner was saying, but if it's not clicking and one of you are feeling like you're getting too much or one of you are feeling like you're not getting enough and you can't seem to get that in sync, then if she feels like you're giving her too much love, she's not ready for your love. Somebody else is ready for that love, you know, or maybe it's just something she's finding annoying. You know, sometimes there can be different things in relationships that people do that are annoying. You know, I don't know. Some people, they like open mouth kisses. Some people don't. You know, it just grosses them out or whatever. So I just feel like if you find it something, you know, like that that's bothering you, you should be able to talk about it. If you can't work that out, then there's a whole bunch of people out there that you know love it. Yes, communication is what you know you like and don't. Right, you have to communicate in order to figure it out. Where's my partner? That's what I was saying. I need one of them key fobs so I can keep track of my partner, my wallet, and my keys. No, she just went to make a pretty important phone call. She just got a call from her daughter, and so she was calling her back to make sure she's okay. Every day you were missed.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sorry. I'm
That's okay.
here. I'm here. I'm queer.
Oh God, here
I'm
we
still
go.
queer. I'm here.
Mhm.
Yeah. I just had to take a call from my daughter, make sure nothing was wrong. She gets the times mixed up and didn't remember like
She
we're
lives
on
in
TikTok
London,
right now. Yeah,
right?
she lives in London. Anybody else here from Europe?
So we we were on there talking more about communication and
Okay.
how, you know, like if you're a person that don't like open mouth kisses and your partner does, you know, you got to tell them, you got to work this out and everything, because if you don't, then there's like a clash, you know.
Yeah.
So let's see, can you talk about how you left? So
Rachel being funny.
Rachel's being funny. Okay, last night Judy and I did a date night, and that was 2 date nights in a row.
That's
You know,
right.
so I think we're almost like teenagers
I
again.
think so.
You know, if our legs didn't hurt so
Judy
bad,
got her the shot here.
huh?
Have to sit back a little bit more. They can see
Okay,
me.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Because I lean forward a lot.
yeah, so last night, go ahead. You want to start about it?
Last night, Edie invited me on a date night. We went out to in Pittsburgh out to this place where they have Mexican street corn. This is like
You
I
guys
think
have heard
Edie's
me
favorite
talk about
place.
the Mexican
Hmm.
street corn before, and it's like my favorite. Like, I don't know, I just love that stuff, you know. And I've tried it other places, you know, and I don't even ask how much it costs.
Yeah.
They could probably charge me double, and I wouldn't even pay any attention because it's that good.
Yeah. Yeah. So Edie really loved it there. So she said, "How about if we go there?" Because it was a beautiful night out. It was, it was cool, not hot, and it was sunny, and it was like a great time to be able to eat outside. And so that's where we went. And I had a couple tacos, and Edie got a fruit cup, like mango in it, and so we were there, and then we thought, okay, what to do next? And we went to a place called Pins. Has anybody ever seen Pins? Do you have a place near
Yeah,
you?
it's that duck pin bowling, you
Yeah.
know, and it
And
had a
it,
little
it
bit of
is
everything.
it's a bar that has a whole bunch of games, and apparently people can buy pizza. Because I saw a lot of giant pizza boxes.
And you
It's a
know
place
what?
you can take your kids,
Most of the games in there are free.
right?
They had like all this vintage, like Miss Pac-Man and
Pac-Man,
all that stuff free. You don't even put. I
pinball
tried to put money in
machine,
it; it wouldn't take it. I thought the machine was broke. It turns out you don't have to pay. And
right?
then they got like, yeah, pinball machines. We
Pinball
did pay for the
machine,
pinball
and
machines.
they
We
have
probably didn't have to though.
what?
Pay for the pinball machines. We
We,
paid.
no, it did say, yeah.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
looked at a sign. There was a sign that said what all was free and what you pay $1
Oh,
for.
okay.
So duck pin bowling, you pay like $9 for a game. So I thought that was a really great price. I realized, oh, I guess per person $9 a game. That's pretty high.
She go, anyway.
No, just anyway, it is. Yeah, and then oh, the biggest feature of it all, they had the giant slide going from the second floor to the first floor for
Yeah,
everybody,
right.
not just the
It
kids.
says on there, let the childhood kid or something like that come out in you. Don't, don't hold back or whatnot. I can't
Right.
do it because my knees and hips and ankles and shoulders and all that. But one day I will.
Yeah, they
Judy,
got
she
that.
went up the steps and
Yeah.
boom down the slide. I videoed her sliding, and it was a lot of fun.
That was fun. It did. You do go fast, and then it just slows down at the end.
Yeah,
Really
it's
cool.
huge
And
slide.
they
And-
had this game where they have like a bunch of garbage barrels up, and you have to throw a ball into the barrel.
Yeah, you know how you play that one game where people drink, where they get the
popcorn, beer
beer pong.
pong.
But this
Right.
is like beer pong with great big giant garbage cans and a ball about this big,
And no beer.
And no beer. There was kids playing.
Right.
I mean, so this was a neat place too, because they could take their children there and you could still just drink and be like, I don't know, the drinks must be really expensive. They had this other drink there that was so tall and it had a spout on it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So
we were there for some time and we're just checking out all the games and
TV screens
big,
with
wide
big
place.
couches and big chairs you can just sit in. I mean, I'm talking free. I mean, Judy bought us both a pop or soda or whatever it's
ginger
called.
ale.
Yeah, and it was $3.50 refills, free refills on our pop.
Right.
So we could have got away all evening there for $3.50. We could have bought one and shared it.
Yeah, I told Edie if we went there with our friends and out with that, this place was shut down.
We figure out how to work it, you know.
Because the grandparents, man, we could take our grandkids there. The parents can take the kids
Oh,
there,
yeah.
and people go on dates. A lot of young couples on a date there.
Yeah, there
Really
was,
cool.
and then they had a big outside area too.
Right, two outside areas
with fire pit and bars and people sitting there laughing and talking and out in the breeze. It was just beautiful, just a really, really nice time.
Oh, and then while we were outside, when we went outside, there was those carpet animals. What are they called? We had somebody from Robert Morris College.
Carpet animals.
Yeah, that's what my daughter used to call them when she was like 3 years old. She called them carpet animals.
They're mascots.
Mascot, that's the word.
Yeah, because the Pittsburgh Penguin or Pittsburgh Pirate
mascot
was
parrot.
there. Yeah, the parrot, the big parrot, and the Robert Morris colonial guy, and then Pitt's little bear or whatever he was there. So they were all posing for pictures and stuff. So we got selfies taken.
And with the Pitt Panther bear, there was also a cheerleader. So Edie learned how to pose like a cheerleader.
Oh my God. Did you know that if you're a cheerleader, you have to like go like this and like poke your butt out? It's hard when your back hurts like this. But
that's probably why they're young and do it.
Yeah, you gotta poke your butt out and like stand like this. and smile.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably not smile. It's probably a pain glimmer.
Oh.
Yeah. Because to contort your body. I mean, every time somebody took a picture of that poor girl, she would go.
Oh, and then the panther came to sit down with us, and guess what? His tail got in his way when he tried to sit down. Edie pointed it out.
So I asked him, I said, so what's it like to sit on a tail? And he said, yeah, because I had to find out. So in the meantime, then, okay, we're getting ready to talk about our date night.
They're all saying, sounds like fun. You haven't even heard the best part yet. So while we're sitting out there, a parade starts going past us. A parade. But they didn't have a banner up front. So we didn't know what the parade was for.
They had like the police came in with their motorcycles and the lights going.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we knew it was like a parade.
Right. So then there were a whole lot of people, PNC bank employees who were walking first. They had their T-shirts on, a whole bunch of them. So PNC apparently was sponsoring this parade. And so guess what we did?
We got into the parade. And we just started walking along with the parade. It was pretty nice. So then...
Yeah, so Edie kept bumping into one of these camera guys.
I didn't. He kept bumping into me.
Okay, he did. He walked backwards right into me.
Right. Like twice. Yeah.
And so what happened? And guess. You'll never guess what happened. The camera guy keeps bumping into Edie. What do you think he does?
He turns around and he says, I keep bumping into you. Let me interview you or something like that. He says, what did he say exactly? He's like,
what brings you out here tonight?
And I looked at him all dumbfounded and said,
we don't know what the parade's for.
I said, date night. He's like, date night. I said, yeah. I said, we just saw the parade and we thought we'd get in it.
And he's like, what about the cause?
He says, yeah.
He says, we support the cause.
Yeah. Because I figured it had to be a decent cause, but we had no idea what the cause was. It turned out it was for cancer.
Right.
You know, it was like
it was a crushed cancer.
Yeah, crushed cancer cause. So it was like, okay, this is a good cause. So we hung out. I mean, I was looking for free food. because even though we had just eaten, I figured they'd have like pizzas and stuff like that for.
Well, and I think the reason we jumped into the parade is because we heard music at the end of the parade.
Yes,
So
there was a band. There was a band at the end.
That's
you
great.
know,
So,
like
yeah, but really, it wasn't until we got to the end that I saw what it was for. You know, there they had the banners, the Crush Cancer.
yeah.
And,
So-
but it was all cancer. So, I mean, I got suspicious because there were a lot of people in T-shirts about being a survivor. Okay,
Well, let
and I'm
me tell
thinking,
you that. Let me tell you. I mean, I don't know how many of you plan a date night and what you plan on doing and stuff. But if you can top a date night like I did last night, because wait, that wasn't it. That wasn't all of it. After we were done being interviewed and at the parade and all that, I looked at Judy and I said, "Well, ready to go?" So we headed off back to our car, right? And then where did I take us?
Oh, then Edie found a fishing spot to take us to. It's in the evening. It's what, 8:30 in the evening?
And it was crowded.
And it was crowded.
It was
on
all
a
kind of
Saturday
people.
night. People who love to fish.
Yes, they were having
Yeah.
a nice time sitting there. They had music
It was in
going.
this really out of the way area where if you go there by yourself at night, it looks really scary. And then you get to the end, and it's crowded with people fishing. I thought, what a great thing. People can fish here. And Edie said, yeah, and it closes at a certain time because we did see some band coming and wonder if they like sleep there overnight.
Yeah.
So it was, but yeah, fishing. So Edie threw in her fishing hook.
Yeah, I didn't catch
Another
nothing,
woman,
but
she
there
caught
was
a fish like this
she
big.
caught a drum. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys are familiar with a drum, but it was a nice sized fish. And she showed us pictures of it and everything because we got there right after she had finished catching it. But what really made that neat was after I finished, I only fished for a minute. I didn't catch anything or whatnot. I hated to ask them for bait. I had some dehydrated minnows in my car that I had gotten, and I wanted to see if they worked, but they didn't. So anyway, they made.
You caught Judy.
Yeah. So then I come home, I flip open my Facebook, and what's the first thing pops up on is that woman's picture. So it turns out her and I belong to the same fishing group, and I hurry up and sent her a message and asked her, did she remember me? So anyway, let's see. How do you go about planning a surprise party? My wife turns 30 this year, and I want to do one. Well, you know what? I think a surprise party at a place like Penn's would be really nice.
If she likes to play games, then
Yeah.
that would be a nice place at an arcade.
Oh, yeah, because, if she likes to play games, just get all her friends to meet you there. See if you can rent the little private corner space or something like that, because I think that would be nice. But I don't, my days of drinking and stuff are done. So when we find something as fun as that, and it's low budget too, you can't beat it. We went out the night before and I had forgot my wallet. I misplaced my wallet, so it was a little more expensive. But it wasn't. It was about $60.
Yep.
Yeah. So the night before we paid $60 for dinner, and that was ribs and stuff, and that wasn't bad. And that was because of that big piece of cheesecake that was big as your head.
Off with that.
It had a piece of cheesecake that was big as her head. Yeah, Barb, we did. We had a good time. It was nice. Let's see. Thank you very much for any of the new followers. Do me a favor right now. Tap, tap, tap on your screen. If you happen to know anybody, share it out there, so that there are other people that'll realize we're here. So let me tell anybody that doesn't know. I'm Edie.
I'm Judy, and together we're the Rainbow Grannies.
We come on here every Saturday and Sunday morning at 8 o'clock Eastern time, unless there's something else going on or whatever. We come on here and we chit-chat and we have coffee with the Rainbow Grannies. We also have a YouTube channel. It's Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. And what we do is we talk about a little bit of everything. We are part of the LGBT plus community. We happen to be married. We've been married for a little over 3 years, and we've been
met
together
each other like 11 years ago.
Yes.
Got an advice question here.
Oh, right. I love
advice. My
advice.
girlfriend and I are moving in together in June.
Yeah.
Any advice? Make sure you each have your own personal space.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yes. Your own personal space is a good thing to have.
I mean, I don't know how big a place it is you're moving into, but even if each person got a corner that's their own spot.
I think one thing that helps us too is being flexible about like the TV, I think when you're in a relationship with people that are like not flexible about the TV is bad.
Oh,
because I think some people like to watch certain things and you just have to be able to just be flexible.
Oh, and here's an idea because, we're a lot older, so we've learned a lot already along the way, and a lot of things doesn't matter anymore. But if you're, I don't know how old you are, but if you're younger and you're moving in, well, if you're moving in together with someone the first time, I guess, otherwise you wouldn't be looking for advice. Um, being flexible also means learning each other's way. Learn about each other's way. It's not my way is the right way. This is how we do it. Because how you do it is probably how you did it at home where you grew up.
Yeah.
And now you're out on your own and you're learning from another person who had, this is the way we do it at my house.
So what they said is we both got our own bedrooms for that reason. We both have TVs and one in the living room. Well, you really don't need to live together. You're just getting somebody to split the rent. No, I'm just joking with you. No, that's good because having your own space and having your own, but you got to make sure don't have too much of your own space. You want to make sure that you come on out that bedroom. You're not like, it's just there. So you got a place to put special stuff that you don't want to, lose or worry about or whatever. Because combining two houses, we combined two big houses together.
Yeah, we did.
That was like a major job here.
Oh, yeah, we've been together 3.5 years. We're young, 19 and 20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, congratulations. So wait a minute. Are you going to marry her? Are you going to get married? Or did anybody propose? Because if this was my straight son and his girlfriend, you wouldn't want them to just like up and just move in together. And my daughter and everything, you just don't up and move in together. Are you thinking about marriage?
With the high school sweetheart.
Well, I could be old school, old dumb, crazy not thinking. You have a question. Storm Dream Rainbows has a question.
So I'm thinking more about 19 and 20, and you definitely probably have a lot of things and ways you do things, of how you grew up. Definitely be open-minded. You're creating a new life with somebody else. Learn new ways. Learn new ways with one another. We have been together 18 years, married before it was legal in 2005. Then we got legally married later.
Marissa, Lisa.
So, okay, here's the question comes in. It's almost Pride Month. I want to go drag for the first time, but I'm scared. I'm saying go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it. Do you know anybody else who does drag? You can do it with you, or you can talk with other folks who make new friends with people who've gone drag and talk with them about it. Go drag for the first time. Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it will be so freeing when you do it.
I think Pride Month allows you to just do it. That's what Pride Month is too.
Right.
It allows you to just do a lot of that stuff that you've been wanting to do. This allows you to tell grandma, grandma, I think I'm gay or whatever, this is it. It's this Pride Month. You can say it or you can show up in a rainbow shirt and it's like, it is what it is, Let's see, my best friend, he got top surgery. Okay. Let's congratulate him too.
Look at this. You're getting all this encouragement.
Yeah, everybody's telling you, go for
it. Storm Dream Rainbows. You are ready. What a name. You are ready. Be out there. And it is. It's pride. It's a safe place. You're surrounded with people who love you.
On Facebook is Edie Glenn Green. And what I'd like for you to do is when you get dressed up in your pride, in your pride stuff and in your drag stuff, send me a picture. I'd love to see you. I'd love to see, because if you didn't make videos and they don't come up on my TikTok and stuff, I would love to see you and see how this, how you work it. Work it, girl.
Yeah. Remember when you've done Pride and you had all the rainbow colors you sprayed your hair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
was cool. That was brave to do.
Oh, well, for fear that it wasn't coming out.
Right.
But this, I believe, what day is the first on?
I don't know.
Isn't that real soon? Oh, wait.
It's a couple weeks away.
A couple weeks. Okay. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm late. I miss Pride. I slept through it. Let's see. My parents never accepted me being bisexual. Well, C-dubs, I'm sorry you had to deal with that and everything, but you are who you are. And your parents have the opportunity to live their life. They get a chance to be who they want to be and be who they are. So you know what? Now it's your turn to be who you are, and they just have to deal with it. If they don't deal with it, then I'm sorry for them. They're missing out because it's not their life you're living. You're living your life. They get a chance. They can be miserable in whatever they want to be.
They're doing their life.
Yeah, they're doing
your life. Here, you've got company. Ann says, I'm bi too.
Yep.
So you're not the only bi person in the world, because I do think that it's more difficult for people. I think it is still more difficult for folks to come out bi than come out gay.
Yeah, I think so too. Somebody needs to go.
Yeah. What do we have here? Okay. So Nate is here. Kate's here.
Hey, so
Kelly's
everybody that's
here.
over here on YouTube, do me a favor, minimize your chat, and click a thumbs up on there so that So Nate, yeah, we're doing good today. Minimize your chat, click the thumbs up so that the algorithm on YouTube will know we're here too. Thank you very much, Chris.
So anybody live in the Pittsburgh area? Were we on the news last night?
Oh my God. I hope we weren't on the news last night, because we look like two idiots. When the man's like, talking about a really great cause, I'm telling you, I know I look like a deer in the headlights. I had no idea what the cause was, and I couldn't even fake it. Judy felt like I faked it pretty good, but
Yeah, we're here for the cause.
Yeah, the cause. And he's like, yeah, it's a good cause. I'm thinking, what cause? I mean, they didn't have big banners and stuff. They didn't have nothing saying.
What do we hear? They just had a drag queen show here on May 5th. I missed it though.
That's from Sue.
That's Susie. Here, I'm 57. I know I'm off the screen here, but I got to read this on YouTube. I'm 57 and was never accepted by my parents once I came out. I went to... I went no contact 2.5 years ago. Oh, that is really tough. But, and it's just showing everybody that it happened. But we got to live our lives, and our families are the ones who are missing out on us. They really are, because we will find other family to embrace us,
That's right.
And for family we can embrace.
Let's see. The only thing is, when I came out, my family was, this is from Storm. My family was okay. Just my mom said, please, no makeup. That's scared. You know what?
She wanted, because she knew.
But not even that, though. It's not fair that she puts boundaries on you,
Right.
I mean, right. If you have a child that likes to do something or whatever, you can say, yeah, just my daughter, she likes to play basketball. Just don't join the WNBA.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Don't join it, then it's going to make your life in basketball.
Yeah.
No, but I was thinking, because what did your mom say to you when you were a little girl?
You can marry any color man you want to, just as long as it's a man. Right.
It means that they're pinpointing and knowing exactly what it is that they're trying to put the brakes on. Go for it, Storm. Go for it. RuPaul, you said, got your attention, and you got caught up with that. You want to do it. It's who you are. Go for it. And Shannon's saying, going no contact with her family. I'm thinking Shannon's female. I'm sorry. Shannon said, going no contact with their family.
Right.
It's the best decision they ever made.
Well,
because
now you get
they can live their life at peace now.
Yeah. Okay. Rising of creative. I have 4 kids, and I tell them a lot. You can do whatever you want.
That's really important.
Yes. And in my mind, though, I'm hoping, please don't get a snake. Well, I'm going to tell you. I mean, somewhere you've got to draw the line. And
it's your house.
That's right. Your rules are your rules. And you don't let snakes come in the house.
Well, you can always say, when you grow up and move out, you can have a snake.
You know what? If snakes were allowed in the house, wouldn't even have walls. We'd just all live out in the woods. I know.
I think of somebody whose kid had pet rats. It's like, oh my God, don't have a pet rat.
I'm not going to have it. We had a hamster, and that didn't work well.
No.
I didn't like it. No, it escaped, and it was in the house for months. Lost, right? And I thought it died. Right? All of a sudden, I was sitting there one day on the couch, and I heard this little noise, and I'm like, I heard this little scratching noise, And I looked, and I went, and I opened the closet, and there he was down there, probably been eating the insulation or whatever. So I got him, and I put him in his cage, and then I set his cage outside, because I knew I was going to give him somebody, let him move on to another place.
who will welcome him. Huh?
Yes.
Only the universe can decide who we are going to be, not people on this earth. Live your life.
That's right, Roadrunner.
Here we go. I'm sorry I'm off screen again. Okay, here's Nate. I've been no contact with my dad since I was 14 for multiple reasons. One of which was he said to me, I better not be gay when I started dating, and it was the best decision I ever made. Also, this yeah. It's the shame, and it's sad, and a lot of times the parents come around, a lot of times the family will come around again when they see they can't control you, or they learn a little more and understand it is okay. But the ones who don't, it's just you gotta live your life. One life to live. Yeah. Why have somebody who drags you down through the whole way? They're living the life they want.
This is not a dress rehearsal. We don't get a chance to do this over again. This is our chance to live. I'm so glad that I got a chance, being as old as I am, to go ahead and live this and have a good time, I want to thank all of you for, following us. And if you happen to be here on TikTok right now and you're not following, make sure you click the follow button right now. If you follow like Rain did right now, I will shout you out. There's Kim is our new follower. Rain's our new follower. So Joby's a new follower. Kathy's a new follower. Let's see. Hey Bronx, how you doing? My fiance even made me a song for Pride and Drag. Congratulations, that's great.
Oh, come on.
Okay, SGT, wow. Thank you for following. Navy Blue, Francis Slusher, thank you for following. Cashmere, thank you for following. Roadrunner, thank you for being the newest, latest follower. I appreciate you guys. It helps build our account so that maybe one day we might make some money.
Yeah.
Stop it. Wouldn't that be something to be able to make some money?
2 pieces a week.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm glad to catch you. I usually asleep at this time. What would that be like?
So here,
hey, Jasmine,
Kim
thank you.
Just a few times, so I want to go to this. How do I recover from loss of confidence? So what is it? Confidence about what? I guess I need more detail.
That we don't really know because we don't know what your loss of confidence is. And I know that, it is tough, just being regularly confident. I'm confident a lot of times, but I can even me can be swept off. I had something happen to me last week, remember, that throwed my whole rhythm of my confidence off. When I had somebody basically hurt my feelings and insult me, and it was just like, wow, and then so I come home feeling pretty bad, but I'm over it now because it is what it is.
Yeah.
So let's see. Thank you very much, everybody. Tally is our newest follower. And
I need more coffee. How about you?
Joby, I think you followed already, huh? Confidence can be
built over time. It's a daily mental workout.
Yep. Thank you, Jasmine. Wow. See, that's what makes this channel so nice, too. That you got all these people willing to jump in there and help out and help somebody.
Yeah.
Rachel says, thank you for being respectful in the chat.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm getting more coffee. You want more?
Well, let me get it. You always get the coffee. Let me get it first. Okay? I'll be right back. Anybody else want coffee? Let me know. And somebody wants to know. Well, we did last night. But we dated last night. And the night before, too.
If you're married, you can still go on dates.
If you go on a date 2 nights in a row, does that mean like we're going together?
I think we must be like teenagers.
Yeah.
So here's something I'm thinking about. Who all here is from Europe? I know Nate is from Europe. Who else is from Europe? Where's you all from? Because I've got something to talk about Europe and the queer world. So you're so sweet, smiling at each other warmly. So Europe, who's from Europe? Okay, from Maine, DC. Where else is everybody from? Pittsburgh, Florida, Jamaica, South Carolina. Where else? New Mexico, UK, Tampa, Montana, Chicago. I moved to the USA for school, but North Carolina, Chicago, South Carolina, Jersey, Ohio, Atlanta, Memphis, Texas, UK, Canada, East Texas, Seattle. Okay, I'm going to bring up something that folks from the US don't really know much about this, but in Europe, every year, and the folks over at the UK and all this, they know this. In the UK, in Europe, they've got every year a music competition called Eurovision. The music competition is just finished, and guess what about the person who won this year? He's gay. A gay guy won this year. JJ from Austria. He did a song called "Wasted Love," and he won. And guess who won last year?
I have no idea.
Somebody who sang a song called "The Code," and it's about coming out as non-binary.
Oh, wow.
And then the person who won the year before is a woman who now I forgot her name now. Folks there will know she's bisexual.
Wow.
So for 3 years in a row, out in Europe, in the music competition, queer is alive. We've been winning competitions. So I wanted to bring that because we hear so much bad news about what happens with the queer community. Here's good news, man. They headed up the competition. So like 30 countries competing, and they won.
That's it.
Who's here? Here we got also from Michigan, Mexico, Virginia, Massachusetts. And then we've got a question.
Yeah.
What would y'all say are some of the positive things to learn and the negative things to avoid that your generation of LGBT people had that can teach us current LGBT youth?
Boy, that's a heavy duty question.
Yes, it is.
Good Lord. Thank God this is morning and not nighttime.
Let me break this down again where you think
Okay.
what else going on. Okay.
Let's see. Thank you for hanging out with us. Let's see. Me, I have to leave for class. Oh, okay. Well, see you later. Okay, so I got Hi Taylor says, how long you been together? We've been together 11 years. We've been married for 3. So anyway, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Positive things. You see Edie's shirt today? It says vote. Primaries are coming up in the U.S. Wherever you live, vote. Vote is a positive thing I've learned because voting is what got us our rights.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. And even if somebody's going to try to take them away from us,
right,
we still, the way they got where they are now is by voting.
That's right. And so, yeah, voting is really important. And I mean in everything, not just the presidential vote, not just
Good
Congress.
morning. Hope you have a beautiful day. Remember, you are all beautiful and I'm proud of you. Well, thank you very much, Chaotic Love. And then we got Storm Dream says, you guys are awesome. I have to go. See you later. Take care. And then Dallas says, we do drag shows and queer art. Congratulations, Dallas. That sounds great. Whoops is a new follower. Dee Dee's a new follower. Remember, democracy starts at the local level. You're right there, Beth.
Speak up and be respectful if you really want to be heard. That's some advice they're giving also. So,
okay, Chaotic, I'm super pregnant, and you guys
lives help me when I get down.
Oh my God, super pregnant. That's pregnant. Like really, really pregnant. Yeah. Like, oh, so how far along are you? And do you know if you're having a girl, boy, or them, they, or?
Thank you for the coffee.
You're welcome. Go to your council meeting. Oh, Beth's really into it. Go to your council meetings, whether you're town council, county council, just go and participate.
Yeah. Now, I'm really saying that I know that most of the world doesn't vote. And I understand this and I know this. But when you're queer, go there to vote. This is how we got gay rights, civil rights.
It's not even about being queer. I'm going to tell you, I am an African-American female. You can call, different titles anymore or whatever. But I come from a long line of people that, weren't able to vote, and so my grandparents, to them, it was so important on election day. They'd get up real early in the morning and get themselves some breakfast. And by 7 o'clock, they would be right down there, standing there, right, because they could walk to the election thing then. And they would be right there ready and they'd vote. Or I think they may have voted and then came home and had themselves a nice breakfast because it was such an important thing. I mean, I can't even imagine them missing unless they were in the hospital. Because back then, I don't think they had mail-in votes
Absentees.
and all that kind of stuff. You know, you were either there and you did it or you missed it. You know, and to them, because they were given the right and to vote, it was very important. So as a little girl watching them and learning from them, that was what, you know, was very important, that, you know, grandma and grandpa, and they didn't argue about it. They talk about it a little bit at the house, you know, and grandma would, you know, they both read the newspaper from front to back. And it was very important. And they'd go over and they'd take care of business. And then they'd stroll back home and sit down. Grandma fix a big old breakfast and they'd sit there and they were happy. Because for something that they weren't allowed, their people weren't allowed to do, they were finally allowed, and they would not pass up an opportunity. So us, as people, as citizens, we should not pass up our opportunity to exercise our right to vote.
My dad, 98 years old, and he got himself to the voting poll to make sure he voted. And that was his last time he voted. Every year. Every year.
It's important that we make sure we go vote so we can cover all the issues that are important to us.
And I want to say, so locally, I think we have a lot of judges to vote in this primary. Judges, a lot of people think, judges, they're the ones who secure our rights. They're the ones who secure it. Legislation, they may do stuff and veto stuff and whatever, but we've got a lot of our gay rights passed. I mean, look at the Supreme Court in same-sex marriage. Congress could never figure that out. The Supreme Court did. Judges are really our friends. So, and it matters who you get in the seat. So that's our spiel about what I've learned positive in the queer community. Hey, I'm in the process of being back to the community with my nonprofit, Giving Back. And
what's that one?
Let's see, most of my older relatives are Republicans, so when they start talking about not going to vote, I told them now it's fine, they didn't need to.
Oh, yeah.
And when I turned 18, as you tell you, my grandfather drove me to the voting booth. He believed it was a rite of passage to instill in me the privilege in which others died to allow us to do.
That's exactly what I did too, Kelly. When both my children turned 18, I remember going with my son and me and him standing there, and he went into his little booth and I went into mine, and then we came out and we went home and life was good. And it was like, it was a rite of passage. It was something that I did with him, and I wanted him to have that memory forever of him and his mom standing there. So yeah, it's really important. I mean, you can't imagine. I mean, for me, to remember back to be able to take my 18-year-old son into the polls there. And, you know, I mean, I don't think we spent much time talking about what to vote about. It was just the fact that he could do this and I could do this. And, you know, I didn't tell him, if you don't vote for this, you're, you know, grounded.
Women's right to vote. I mean, it's like so many women went to jail also trying to get the right to vote.
Right.
And lots of things started changing once we got the right to vote. A lot of things started changing for women, being able to own property for one, among other things. So
bank account. Remember? They couldn't even have those kind of things, you know?
No, credit card and all.
Right. Some things are probably best left alone. No, for some people. I'm just joking. Everybody knows me. Let's see. Good morning from Athens, Greece.
Good morning, Greece is in the house.
I'd love to have some olives, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
We'd love to have some olives. You know, do you eat olives every day if you live in Athens, Greece? Let's see. I love that beautiful nail behind you.
It might be something else, Matt, but it might be a typo. I mean, an autocorrect.
Beautiful nail. I don't have a nail. There's a couple in the wall there that need pulled down, but I can't get them.
Yeah, but they can't see that. It's over there.
No olive for you. No, it's me, Sharon. I'm in Athens. Oh my God, Sharon, stop it.
Oh!
It's good to see you, Sharon. Who are you in Athens with?
And let us know how it goes so that when we take a trip to Athens, you've paved the path so we know where to go and what to do.
That is so nice. That's Sharon, man. She's a traveling woman, huh?
I know.
I should have dated her.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
now that
should
you're
have.
done traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, I do
Who's
nice
done
things.
traveling? Me? It's just I'm not
Shoot.
6 feet tall and beautiful. I know.
You're not 6 foot tall, but you're beautiful.
Mm. Maybe, Sharon, you can let us know next time you're going to these cool places that I can't wrap my head around how to get there and how to travel. And you can like take care of it for us so we can go together and have a good time.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, you know what? I mean, you know how I get all pumped up about doing something, going somewhere until I stand up and everything starts hurting. And it's like, oh, forget that. Oh,
Well,
thanks for the
when you
gift.
when you have some when you get a new knee, maybe life will be a little
Mm-hmm.
easier.
Yeah. Oh my God, it feels very good to see you guys experienced LGBTQ plus community spreading kindness. Here we are. Let me spread some kindness. I was like spreading
Spreading
kindness.
kindness.
Yeah.
I
How
see
did it
that.
feel? Do you
I
know
don't feel
how it feels? Anyway, let's see.
Hey, Shannon, don't ever apologize for being chatty.
Oh no, no,
We
no.
all got a lot to say.
Matter
To
of
say
fact,
it.
we appreciate the fact that you're taking and typing into the comments. You know, that all helps so that we have something to talk about. It's not just us talking, you know, you guys are sharing with us. I feel
With
with you.
my hand, how do
How do
you
you
feel?
feel? Ooh, I feel with your hands too.
There
I don't know how to feel right
we
now. I'm
go.
I'm I'm feeling a little bit speechless. I
Yeah,
said a little bit.
a little bit
Yeah.
speechless.
Just see, I'm having a ball with the group. Thank you very much. I'm glad you are sharing. That
Hey, St. Louis Slim is here.
Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you again. So, what else do we want to talk about?
What else do you want to talk about?
What else do we need to talk about, you guys? You're gonna Edie and Judy is gonna get you. Oh, Edie, Judy is going to get you. She's not gonna get me. Wait, do you think
Oh,
she might spank me? Oh my.
hobbies. Hobbies. What are
Hobbies.
your hobbies?
Oh, my
What are your
hobbies.
hobbies, folks?
What are your hobbies? Let's see.
Good morning from
You got a
Montana.
dip, thank you.
Montana is another place I really, really want to go visit.
That's right, Beth. Don't threaten me with a good time. Let's see. Good morning from Montreal.
Oh,
Have a beautiful Sunday. Thank you, Tara. Ooh, naughty. Morning from Colorado. Thank you very much. How is Bill and Apollo? Well, Apollo's down here laying on my foot.
yeah,
And it feels so good when he lays on my foot because he's so soft, you know.
Now I'm rubbing his belly
Oh,
with my
he's
toe and he's
biting.
biting me.
He's biting your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Bill's been getting frisky lately too. He always goes for belly rubbing and he starts biting me and clawing me too. I told him it's gonna look like I have kittens at home again.
Mm-hmm. All beat up.
So and Boston's in the house. Yeah, he bit a little too hard. I had to pull my foot away.
Yeah, I think you're going to Boston next month, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Or real close to Boston.
Yeah, close to Boston.
Going up to Boston to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Her niece is getting married, and so that's going to be really nice. I don't think I'm going though. I think I'm gonna stay here and keep a hold of the boys and make sure everything's okay here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You going to get yourself a Monster Energy drink? I don't drink any of those stuff. I don't really like them. No, I just don't like them. I think only time I used to drink those Monster drinks was when you could mix them with vodka.
Oh,
you know, I thought they were kind of nice.
Then the vodka and the Monster drink kind of counteract each other.
I don't know because I just needed something to chase the vodka. It wasn't about the Monster drink.
Good morning from Mississippi.
Morning, Kimberly. How you doing? Thank you very much. Hey, Means Aries is a new follower, and Carrie's a new follower. Thank you.
So hobbies. What are some of your hobbies? Well, Edie could go on and on about a hobby because they like change every week.
They do. They do. Right now, currently, I'm into gardening. I'm doing a little bit of gardening, and you know, I got these garden. What do you call them?
But they vertical gardens that you can grow when you're living indoors. Really great for people who live in apartments or in like New York City and don't have a yard out back.
Yeah. So it produces enough salad material that we could actually have like a fresh salad daily.
Yeah, you know? I mean, I just go and pluck off some lettuce and make a salad every day if I want. It's really nice. Yeah, is that what it's called? Hydroponics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So here we'll show it again on And here we go. So this is Edie's garden. I am just so excited because she's got herbs and lettuce and bok choy, all kinds of stuff. I make eggs in the morning and I can put basil in it, or I make or I put some bok choy in it, or I make beans and rice, and I just come over here and get some greens to put in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see, the pots are adorable. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see. I need to start some salad greens. Yeah. Our friend Barb, I don't know if she's still over here on
YouTube.
YouTube. She's got a whole lot of lettuce going in her backyard.
Yeah.
She's got these those things, the plastic things that you grow on your railing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all full of lettuce.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, it makes us look like, man, we could go over there and we could go right over there and fix ourselves a salad.
Yeah, we could. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And so
maybe what we should do is wait till she's not home, and then we just creep into the backyard. And when she comes home, she'll think bunny rabbits did
That's
it.
right. I'm just gonna say
we could make little bunny rabbit paw prints, and we'll put them coming up on the porch there. With spray paint.
When we tear it off, make it look like a bunny rabbit toy.
Yeah,
off, huh?
Or you could bite it so then it.
Because my teeth look the same as the bunny rabbit.
Well, no, that way it won't look like I cut it off with a knife or nothing. It's just chewed off.
So for hobbies, Kate's hobby is I love collecting foreign coins and seashells.
Ah.
You know what? I also like collecting foreign coins. I mean, whenever I do travel around the world, I keep some of the coins and currency with me just to have it.
You've had to spend it too, though. You'll have like a pocket full of coins from a different place, and we get there, and all of a sudden you're spending it. So do you have like a collection of it, like in a box or something like that?
I do. So when I was little.
So why don't you bring it out sometime, and I'll help you put it in like an album or something,
right.
And that way Poppy can look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would enjoy
doing that.
Organizing it. Okay. Yes.
That'd be cool. When I was little, my parents took us traveling around the world, and what my mom did is she got the lid from a shoebox. She had to put all the coins down, face down, and then we filled it up with wet plaster.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then it dried, and we got rid of the cardboard box, and we had a nice plaster
you still
case.
Have it? No.
I don't know what happened to them.
Your sister probably stole it and sent them and spent them,
So what they really need would be like a hook on them or something to hang on the wall.
Right.
But that might be hard to do. It might have broken.
Not me. I can whoop that up. Let's see. I have a lot of stuff growing in grow bags. Okay, Destin. I've seen a lot of those grow bags anymore too. That's pretty cool too. That's what Barb has those too. Those grow bags. Did you see where the Dollar Tree was selling those stack containers too? So a lot of people are doing those stack containers. I'm actually maxed out. I shouldn't do any more because I need that. I have to protect my stuff because we've got deers around here and bunny. I went outside and there was a bunny sitting out there on the front right by my garden staring at me.
Waiting for you.
Yeah, just staring at me.
To bring it up now.
Right. So,
I heard you were the Rainbow Granny and that you help feed everybody.
Oh, Barb's dog's going to protect her lettuce. Oh, no. Lily loves me.
Yeah.
No, Lily's not going to protect that lettuce. Lily will say, here, Edie, you want some more lettuce?
Wow, Costco had 5-gallon buckets, 3 for $10.
Oh, wow. I could probably use those because I got a feeling my tomatoes are going to get too tall for my thing if I treat them right. So glad Hurt joined. It's good to see you.
Okay.
Destin says, I don't know who made my sandwich the other day.
Rachel saying,
okay.
Dustin, they must have been talking with each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Des the best. Thank you for being a new follower. That's right. Keep tapping. We got 38,000 likes. If we can tap that, well, I know we can do that. Tap your screen.
Tapping is clapping.
We can pick, tapping is clapping. If you're here and you're enjoying it, oh, look at there's some love. If you're here and you're enjoying us and you're enjoying sitting here talking and everything, you should be tapping your screen occasionally, and then that helps bring that number up so that everybody
So ask about bok choy. If it has to be cooked, yes, it has to be cooked. I've never eaten it raw. I can't imagine it raw.
It's kind of a thick leaf.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But I mean, just
it's
steam
good.
it in water. I mean, you
Right.
steam it in water, and then it's ready to throw on your food, whatever you're having, whatever you're eating.
Yeah. Let's see. I tried to find you on social media, but I could not find you. No way, Shannon. There's no way you couldn't find me on the social media. Oh my God. What were you looking on, X? Because I'm not on X.
You're not on triple X either, huh?
Well, I could be. You know, I've been trying to talk to Judy about for the past 4 years. I've been suggesting that we get our own OnlyFans channel, you know, and we start doing like foot pictures, you know, because I know there's some weirdos out there. I know there's some weirdos out there that would love to see Judy and my feet just totally old lady feet, just totally intertwined, with or without lotion. What do you think? There's some of them that are sick. You know, they want them without lotion. But I'd sell them with lotion, without lotion, whatever they want. I'm serious. You don't know. I've sat here sometime and I'll think, I should get me an OnlyFans page. I should, but I'm afraid that Judy would really not be happy with it. She would like think it's bad. Go ahead, Jill. Judy, what do you think? Do you think it would be bad if I get an OnlyFans page with my feet on it? Should I use like a name that nobody will recognize?
Yeah, like Rainbow Grannies feet.
You know, like
Rainbow Grannies Eco Talent.
I just cut them not too long ago. Sometimes they're so dry on the bottom, they remind me of Velcro when I walk across the carpet. Say, rip, 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 rip.
We used to have a video of that too.
Some people like that stuff. No, Ashy Feet. That could be my name. Ashy Feet. If you look up Ashy Feet and you find me, yeah, you say, oh my God, those is Edie's feet. You know? I mean, but see, you see, Judy never did say, oh, that's okay, Edie. You can get an OnlyFans page with that. You know, just like when I started TikTok and I was doing my little TikTok video and I said, Judy, why don't you make a video with me? Hey, if I get an OnlyFans page, I'd be like, Judy, bring your feet over here. Come here. Put your foot beside mine and let's like let them rest. And tangle our toes or something.
Do it before I get a pedicure.
Maybe I bet you people will pay for you to paint my toenails too. You know, because they're freaky. You know, they just be freaky. You know, oh my God, I know I can be creative with this because I'm lacking in my TikTok creativity now. So it's kind of like this new hobby alert, OnlyFans page.
Somebody had to ask about hobbies, huh? Somebody did. Somebody had to ask us about hobbies.
And any opportunity to make a little bit of money. Anybody here? Can anybody here right now tell me?
Trimming the talent. Hashtag trimming the talent. That is on it.
Yeah. Can anybody here tell me if they have an OnlyFans page? Or have you ever had one and maybe it was not successful? I'm looking forward to that. Did you write down OnlyFans?
No.
Yeah. Because I got a feeling people are gonna wonder about that. So tell me, has anybody ever had? I got a feeling Barb's probably had an OnlyFans. That's why she's so shy. Like, you know,
pictures are a big thing. I know somebody that makes $1,000 a month selling feet pictures.
I know that's right.
I
know that's right. It could mess up my disability though.
Yeah,
I can only pose like every once in a while. I hate to think I hit it big. You know,
call it a spicy page.
Let's see. I'm too damn old. No, you're not, Beth. No, you're not. Not when it comes down to feet. You know, mine don't look bad when they got lotion on them, huh? When I soak them, like if I soak them in Crisco or something, you know. I say we should go get them done. At least just do a quick little photo shoot and see how it just does. You know, just a small one. Tap the screen.
Let's see if it goes viral.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not allowed to say that, Rachel. Thank you. Did it send a warning? I didn't even see a warning. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Only folks.
No, old folks.
Okay, old folks are a kink too. Well, no, I bet you some young people that would be looking at my pictures. It's not old people, because old people, I think they would be looking at the
No,
young.
That thing old people with a kink. It means that we can just do old people porn. Because people like old
I
people
can't
porn.
believe it. See, I wouldn't have I couldn't do that. I wouldn't feel right about it.
So
You
Johnny
know,
said, I'm not encouraging you, but I'm not discouraging you either. Because I said not to encourage you. You can get $1,000 a month for showing pictures of your feet.
oh my goodness. Wonder if I had you know how sometimes we have get-togethers and we'll have 10, 12 of our friends here
Until you want to
hanging
ask
out.
them all to do a picture
Yeah,
of their feet.
everybody take their shoes off and put them all and put all our feet in a big circle. It would be what do you call that? What do you call that when you get 10, 12 old ladies with their feet all in, as long as they don't rub against each other. Don't touch me. I don't want nobody's feet touching on me. Can you imagine? Oh
what do they pay more for that?
Ew. I think some of them could be, if I think mine are rough.
What if
at least I know mine can be rough. Some people don't think they're so rough. They think they're okay.
You won't answer. What if they're willing to pay a lot more for that? For all these old people.
Okay. Money is money. I am okay.
Bunyan biopic.
Stop it. Sometimes it does get to thumping. I do have a small window. It's just, oh my God. There's people who probably like that too. They want to do stuff with your bunion. You know what I mean?
Panoramic picture of granny feet.
Panoramic. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get in touch with all our friends and see if they're willing. Because we have been talking about. I know some of
our friends who would do it with you too.
Yes.
I do
yes.
know.
And then we've been talking about having a cookout. We hadn't, got together and did that yet. So
forget the drum circle.
Yes.
81.
Oh my God. Drum circle, everybody barefoot in the grass, and then running the camera along so you can see them tap their feet while they're.
And do the drum beat at the beat and it gets better.
Yeah.
And faster.
The rhythm.
And faster. And faster.
Yeah, you're nuts. We're nuts. I know that.
Yeah.
Grandma Kylie, thank you for the rose. Yeah. So what else? Let's see. I'm one paycheck from hitting up the feet pick market. I know that's right, girl. I know. You know what? If you're in the Pittsburgh area and you want to hang out with me and do feet picks together, can we do? Because I don't think that would be do you think it's bad?
Do I think you're having an affair?
Yeah. You think that would be? You think that's what that would be? I want to make sure. I don't want to cross the line or nothing, I know I can hang out and everything, but I don't know if we're allowed to take feet pictures together.
And do feet porn with somebody else.
Yeah.
It's not me.
I think it's okay though. Because I don't think I'll think nothing about it besides money. You know how I'm always watching numbers too. And so I'd want to see how many clicks did my feet pick get today. Oh my God. I wonder if I could just do that on TikTok and just take a picture of my feet on TikTok. I'm going to do it.
I'm giving it away free now.
It just once. It's a teaser. It's a teaser.
We might lose all our viewers for the live once they see those eco talents.
I'm going out.
Just so you know, Edie calls them that, not me.
Yeah,
I
they
think
call me
Edie's beautiful
talent
from top to bottom.
Yeah, I think I could go out on the sidewalk where the cement is and just kind of scrape them back and forth, and that'll trim the,
instead of getting a pedicure.
Well, I'm all about saving some money. Anyway, yeah, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. Let's see. It's 12 minutes after 9.
It's called the Sidewalk Shuffle. Beth, can you help us name our YouTube
Beth.
live for today?
You're on it today. You are on
it.
Petty. Ooh, that sounds hot, huh? You should write a book, Petty and Confess. You never did say if it was okay if me and her did foot porn together.
I haven't said okay about anything.
Huh?
I haven't said okay about anything.
I want to make sure we're in agreements, because that's what we started this whole talk about, was making sure that we were in agreements and making sure we weren't getting too much love or not enough love and all that kind of stuff. I think look at it as Like I'm trying to
So
help out one of our sisters from the community.
Right, Grandma Kylie saying just walk up and down the sidewalk barefoot. Do you know this from experience, Grandma Kylie? Gotta ask.
And that just smooths them right on out, huh? Takes all the roughness off. Thank you, Bridget.
Talent of desire.
That sounds kind of hot, huh?
Mhm.
Talents of desire. Let's
This
see.
came from your clock video. You did a clock video?
Yes.
What was that? I'll have to
That was
look it
where
up.
Trump. The clock.
Oh, that clock video. Okay. Okay. So I'll tell you what a natural petty is walking on the beach.
Yeah. Well, that's exhausting.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's great for the bottom of your feet. Mm.
How hot is the coffee, ladies? You know what? It's not hot enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some more.
You gonna warm it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is the pot empty?
I think there's enough for us both to have another cup.
Okay.
Or we went to breakfast yesterday after we left
Yeah,
here.
that's true.
What we gonna do today? Here, you can go get us coffee, and I'll talk about it at breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't.
Beautiful couples like you.
Oh,
I am married too. Oh, cool, Bridget.
So, Bridget, have you ever thought about doing like
Nate, I'll get your coffee too.
A fans page for your feet? How old are you? You got feet that you think they'll pay to? Oh, Beth said we should make an omelet with all those greens. I boiled all the eggs. We'd have to. We rode past this thing yesterday. How do you guys feel about this? Okay, I know I'm crazy. Okay, we rode past this sign yesterday that said fresh eggs. You know, they were selling them and everything at like somebody's house, like a little farm. And I'm really nervous about fresh eggs, you know? Like I'm always afraid to eat eggs that come from somebody's farm like that. And like a lot of people are okay with it because they think it's like healthier or whatever. But I just something about the eggs, I want them from the grocery store in a container. So tell me. I mean, I used to get them. Some girl from work used to bring them to us, and she had chickens and stuff. But just the thought of eating them, why? I don't know. It just to me, it's almost like drinking milk that hasn't been like pasteurized or something. Let's see. We have chickens and eggs are a lot better than store bought. Maybe they are. Taste so much better. Well, we can drive out there and get some today. I kind of know where we were. Farm fresh is much better than regular. I agree. I don't know. I'm just afraid. Let's see. Trust me on this. The fresh eggs are 100% better than the ones that you come in the store. So what do you think over here on YouTube? Have you guys had like fresh eggs or the ones from, the store? Which ones you prefer? That's all we drank growing up is milk from the cow. Yeah, but I'm afraid. Let's see. I love to bake with duck eggs. I would love for you to bake with duck eggs too. Do you think you could bake and give me a holler? I'll come over and pick up a cake. Let's see. Farm eggs are the best. Okay. You sold me. Let's see. Cam says, I've been to barns with commercial eggs are processed, filthy dirty. Let's see. You're on page of going Rainbow Heat. Oh, okay. Let's see. Fresh is better. Come by anytime. I'll bake homemade chocolate cake with them. Oh my goodness. Ryan, where are you? I want to come. Let's see. My daughter has her chicken coop and her eggs are delicious. Just rinse before you use them. Okay, Judy, today, if we go past one of them places, I'm going to buy us some eggs because all these people say the eggs from fresh farm eggs are better.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Oh. So
what do you think?
I'm getting your coffee, Nate. I'm sending it through the Rainbow Grannies transporter like Star Trek has.
Let's see. I have my own chickens, and they lay their best eggs because I know exactly what to feed them. Yes, see, also Oklahoma. My husband and I would love to have you both. Let's see. I prefer store bought. Okay. Why do you? Because you're afraid of them too? Yeah, your page should be called Rainbow Heat. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Do you live in the country? Not really. I mean, we're I guess you'd call it a suburb. We're real close to Pittsburgh. We consider it Pittsburgh. What am I scared of? Just because I'm afraid that they have I don't know that they haven't been checked by the official checkers, the official egg checkers, you know. So that bothers me. So I'm afraid that maybe they're like laying out there in the heat or something, and I could get like a stomach bug or something. You know what I
Right. I
mean?
know some people have, I know a couple people have their own chickens and and they eat their chicken's eggs, they give them out to everybody. But I also don't know. I also have a friend who is a food inspector
Yeah.
who goes around to places, to make sure everything's right and how they're doing things. So yeah, I'm nervous. I mean, I've known people who've gotten bad stuff and had consistent health problems since then. So I'm
Oh
very leery.
no. Yeah. I mean, if I
But
knew that like the egg was laid this morning and it was good, you know, but then like you do pay attention to what the eggs eat, what the chickens eat, and
hmm
that's what makes
hmm
I just look. See, everybody was all like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Now I'm seeing all this Asiatic flu kind of stuff
yeah.
come up. You know,
Well, I think the folks who have chickens know how everything is because they wouldn't eat the eggs themselves if they thought there was
right?
a problem with the
But
chicken.
I know that I there for a while I couldn't eat cheap eggs. You know, like you know how you go to Aldi's and
I
Aldi's
know we
has
couldn't
like
eat their egg. There's something
dollar
like
twenty
off
there
about
for a
them.
while before all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
They were like $1.20 a dozen,
hmm
and I buy them eggs, and they would make me sick. I don't know what was wrong with them. So, but if I buy those Eggland's Best, which was $4 or whatever a dozen, you know, I could eat them fine.
Eat the fresh egg. They're good for you, and somebody else is saying, and you don't know what these mass companies are doing. So let's see. You're far safer on fresh than you are on store bought. You're counting on a corporation. Thought about getting my own chickens. I get eggs at Costco. Yes, can get too old. To me, the brown farm egg tastes richer and better for baking. To me, I don't care for the taste.
Oh,
What do we hear? Farmers don't feed their chicken stuff like these big chicken factories do. Fresh eggs don't need to be refrigerated. Once I get them, I wash them and put them in the fridge.
aren't you supposed to like not wash them till you're ready to use them or something, or you wash them right away? Quail eggs. Okay, Sky
Well,
says quail eggs are delicious as well.
yeah.
No, that would be like
Um,
eating a little baby quail.
my,
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, something else. My son did a door dashing, and the people gave him two 18 count along
Oh
with a tip.
my.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He's rolling in it, huh?
hmm
He
Clean
needs
eggs sold
himself
at
a
grocery
page.
store just for presentation. Yeah, I mean, I think when you see the
Oh,
eggs
that's
were just
true.
laid, and you got to wash them off. I mean, just talk about washing off the shell and
Yeah,
putting
I
it.
think anything that's just getting laid should be washed off.
hmm
I think that. I mean, I'm not a,
uh-huh.
Rainbow Granny says
Uh-huh.
if
Yeah.
you lay it, then wash it off.
Uh-huh. I had quail eggs in a dish we had when we were in Seattle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't understand neither. Like a lot of people get like I think it's like with Korean food or something like that, and they get it and the eggs raw on top and everything like that. I want my food cooked.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want
Yeah,
an
I did
egg
that
laying
once.
there.
The bowl is real hot, and then they put the egg and everything in, and it's all cooking in a bowl at your table. That's pretty cool. I think we should have a breakfast party sometime, a brunch party sometime with our friends, and get an ostrich egg. Because
Yeah.
ostrich eggs, this huge, they make tons of eggs to eat.
How young are we both?
I'm
I'm
63.
old enough to know better and still too young to care.
Yeah.
How's that? No, I'm only 65.
Mhm. The only way I'll have a raw egg is if it's soft boiled with ramen.
Mm, let's see what else
What's
is going
here?
on.
Imagine you crack an egg open and find a chicken. That's my biggest
Oh,
fear.
yeah. Well, you know what though? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, when I was young, when we were just kids, I think the eggs were different then. And I don't know if there's anybody, got to be somebody that's about my age, because I remember when we used to crack the eggs open and they'd be like a little speck of blood in them, or the little wait, I hate to even say it, the little embryo
Mhm.
was hanging off the side of the egg. Do you
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that?
I remember you
No.
told me about that.
Yeah, like when I mean that's
I mean, an egg has to be not fertilized, and that's one of the things. I mean, when people have their when they have their chickens at home, how do they know if the eggs they're laying
Only
are
if they,
fertilized or not?
if you have a boy chicken, you have to have a boy chicken to do
I
that.
think it's called a rooster.
Oh, somebody's got to know it all.
And it may be if the egg is fertilized, the chicken goes protecting those.
Well, I don't
But
know
they
about
know.
protecting them, but that means that chicken and the two, it took a boy
Oh,
chicken and a girl chicken gets together and they make a little baby chicken.
do they do it like the gnats do
I
when they get together?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm old enough. We got our eggs from the farm in
In
town.
town.
Nana, do you remember getting eggs and when you crack them open, there might be a little speck of blood in them, or like a little embryo that was hooked onto the little yellow sack? I mean, I know I don't want to be gross or nothing. Okay, yeah, because it was a common thing when we made eggs every morning, and we'd just take a little spoon and scoop it out, and never thought nothing
Yeah.
about it because that's the way the eggs came, and they
Yeah,
came
and
from
she
the
said I've
store.
gotten a brown egg with blood and a double yolk.
Yeah, yeah, and you figured that's how they used to come because it was
Yeah,
before, it was just my
yeah.
mom bought them at the store, you
And
know.
Brian said, depending on your superstition, that was a sign of something or an omen.
Doo,
I
doo,
just
doo,
know,
doo.
you know,
Don't
for
tell my
being
mother
kosher.
about no superstitions because Lord knows last thing we need is another one.
Yeah,
I wasn't allowed
like
to
the
sweep
mirror falls off the wall, a picture falls off the wall. Lordy, 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 somebody's gonna die. That's what my great grandmother used to say.
Yeah, somebody need to put the pictures on the wall better. My mom, we couldn't sweep the
Well,
dirt out
people
the
gotta
door
walk
past
that more
6
gently
o'clock.
around the house.
Past 6 o'clock in the evening, we weren't allowed to sweep dirt out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And we always had to sweep. So that meant dinner time. If you didn't want to use the dustpan, that meant you better be hustling when dinner was done, because we had to sweep the floor every night after
After dinner.
dinner. Yeah,
And why can't you sweep dirt out?
it's bad luck.
Yeah, but
It's just
why?
bad luck.
Just don't
I
know
don't
why.
know
Just
why.
don't know
You
why.
can't question them.
Because normally there's some reason that it came from. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, but
So
saying
wait,
I'm a little
he's a little
pagan.
pagan. Now, how you get to be a little pagan and not? It's okay. It's okay. I guess I'm a little Christian, huh?
Oh, and Brandon's saying a double yolk is a sign of good luck.
I believe that. I believe that. That'd be like having twins, huh?
Uh-huh.
Aww.
So yeah, no, if I crack an egg open and it has a spot of blood in it, I don't eat it, but that's a kosher thing.
Yeah.
Not supposed to. Or that's like why you have kosher salt to draw all the blood out of meat too. You're just not supposed to eat blood from an animal.
Okay, I think maybe we need to switch up, huh?
So it's a little of this and a little bit of that.
I think we should probably talk about something else. Somebody bring up something else. Let's get away from the nasty chickens and.
Oh, let's see. My aunt is 83 and still tosses salt over her shoulder for superstition.
Oh man, my mom used to do that too.
Oh, if you knock over the salt shaker, you gotta.
Mm-hmm. I think it had to be over your left shoulder or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm a lefty. I've discovered something new. It's good luck to throw it over your right shoulder then, because look, I met you.
I have no idea. Let's see.
I met you. How about
you have a fear of flying? Oh. Well, I'm beginning to have a little bit of a fear of it now since the airplanes are dropping out the air.
Dropping out of the sky and they're tipping each other, hitting each other's wings on the air.
Or what's them air traffic controller screens just going black? They lose more airtime than we do on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, they're always going black there. They don't. What they need is a better internet provider. Mm-hmm. Maybe they should go with T-Mobile or something. Air traffic controllers need T-Mobile.
People always say, there are people who say, well, about people afraid to fly. Well, I fly, and if it's my time, it's my time. And I told this friend, well, what if it's not my time, but it's somebody else's time who's on the same flight with me? And she looked at me. It's like, never thought of that. Like, how can it be everybody's time at the same time?
So you're heading off to Italy and France. Well, you have a great time. Eat some wonderful food there. Yes, it is terrifying. I mean, they're dropping a lot, but I'm sure it's okay.
Yes. Yes, because I almost wanted to take a train to Seattle for work when we were going to be going to Seattle and all these planes were dropping, but I got
I
over it by
want to
then.
take a train just because I've never experienced
Yeah, it
that.
would be fun just to take a train trip, a
But
vacation trip.
I think one to Seattle is a long time,
Yeah.
even
How
though
about to
it's only
Florida?
about 4 days.
How
You
about to
know,
Florida?
yeah, it'll be all
That
right.
could
I
be
mean,
all
they're
right.
all going to be long.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to make sure we have to pay extra to get the one that has the nice room with the
Right.
bathroom, private bathroom, and all that stuff,
Uh,
because that's a lot of days. I don't know how shy. Some people can be poo shy, and I mean, because
mm.
I don't want to spend all them days in the bathroom with
My
somebody
daughter
else.
and I were very lucky once we were in Europe and we were taking a train from London to Scotland to Edinburgh. And we take the night train because there was a deal on getting a cabinet.
Sleeper.
So they actually they upgraded us because they didn't have many people and they gave us rooms. I think we didn't get a bed. We just got like more room. They actually put us in rooms with beds that were the rooms were next to each other. We could move the divider between us.
Oh,
It was really cool. The trip is slower on purpose so that people can sleep through the night. It was really, really cool. Amtrak is what I wrote to. It's actually not really that bad, and you can get an entire coach. Wow, and have a party.
yeah.
I love the train. They're so comfortable. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot more comfortable sitting in a train with your leg room and you have a table to do stuff on.
So
But
yesterday we did hit breakfast. We left out of
yeah,
here and we did go get us some breakfast. We went and had sometimes I get so distracted from. We went and had an omelet, and Judy had some eggs, and that was wonderful. So I want to thank you guys for suggesting that. Anybody that's not following us right now, make sure you follow. Help us grow and do our thing. We're having a good time. It's nice. If you follow right now, I'll shout your name out.
and here,
Hey,
okay.
someone scribbles. Thank you for being a new follower.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna read it. That I met the most interesting man from the UK on a train from Toronto to the airport once. Yeah,
I can walk down to the corner and meet the
meet
most.
interesting people. You
I
can make
mean,
a new friend
I'm telling you,
everywhere.
it's so interesting how people say, nobody says nothing to me. I mean, I can always find somebody. I came across you live today, and I'm definitely following you guys. Thank you,
Thank you,
Brian.
Brand.
Brian, let's see.
Brand, Brand, Brand,
I
Brand,
like to go
Brand,
to
Brand. I didn't
IHOP for
notice
senior.
that.
Okay, IHOP for the senior breakfast. Everybody was yesterday was saying IHOP was nasty, and we did go over by IHOP yesterday, and I would have liked to have had it, but after Judy talked, worried about it being nasty,
I don't remember. I mean,
they
they
just
said
had
the
a really
place is
good
nasty. I don't
special.
remember that. There was just something cold about the
Well,
atmosphere.
it's
It's
not.
just
It's not
cold.
like sitting at the cafe LMA.
Mm, yeah.
It's not like
I mean, we
that.
went to Bob Evans, and I never liked Bob Evans because I've been there for lunch once, and I swear that they just opened up a can of Campbell's soup for lunch. But then I went with you. He said, "No, let's go to Bob Evans for breakfast," and it was good. I mean, they've changed. They give you real food. Maybe they had a bad day and ran out of food that day
Well,
or
maybe
something.
what you got. I'm sure
Hmm.
their soup is out of a big can.
What's that?
I'm sure their soup is out of a big
Yeah,
can. Then nobody's back there cooking it.
yeah,
Yeah, Waffle House. I know we was talking about Waffle House, how nasty it is too. Let's see. I eat very little. I just ordered 2 eggs and toast. That's pretty much all you
yeah,
had. You had
yeah.
some
I had
hash
some
browns
hash
too.
browns with it too.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
I look. I must be hungry again because it's on my mind. I got the food on my mind. I
Hmm.
got food on my mind.
So I'm in this weight program for lesbian women. It's a study being done for a weight program for lesbian women, and it's going pretty cool. I'm really glad this week I've done pretty well.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
And yeah, and I think I talked yesterday about some things I learned about it, like just the subtle way of going into the closet because you don't want to deal with negativity or possible negativity. And I used to wonder about that because I thought, why am I afraid of coming out to somebody when I'm out all the time with you, with people? You know what? But it everywhere we go, you're out, and I forget we're wearing rainbow clothes. So like when we took a walk around their place at Turtle Creek, and then we met that couple who's not a couple from Pakistan. And we were talking with them, and they were really great and fun to talk with. But I still was like keeping myself closeted, not forgetting that Edie had love is love with a rainbow heart all over her t-shirt. I mean, Edie was talking with the woman and just about us being married and everything. And I'm talking with the guy about our jobs, and I wasn't like coming out because I thought, well, you know, what if they're very traditional and this would make them balk? And I thought with the job they have, they meet everybody in the world. But it's still, I had that hesitancy.
It's too bad. It's too bad if they don't like it, they don't like me. I don't give a fat rat's ass.
Right.
You
but
know,
I guess you've got the energy to deal with the negativity.
No, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
You know, you either go with it or don't. And this is what we've tried to tell people on here too. You know, when they're dealing with Aunt Clara and how mean she's being and all that kind of stuff. Either Aunt Clara deals with it, or Aunt Clara can get to stepping. Because you know, you have
to. That's the Yiddish term.
Get to stepping.
What?
Get to stepping.
Stepping. Oh, I thought you said schlepping.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, schlepping's wrong anyway. That's carrying stuff. But
stepping. She gets to stepping. She keep rolling.
Even yesterday's date. So that was Friday night's date when we met these folks. And then yesterday's date when we were fishing. And again, you brought up something and referring to me as your wife and all of this. And I'm like balking because we don't know. And it's like, Edie got that. Love, you know, we are family.
Wait, no, you had your fishing shirt on.
I had my fishing shirt on.
And somebody even
commented. And they loved it.
Yeah.
Right? So
hey, Aaron.
It's so funny. I mean, and I'm just surprised at how much I balk and how out you are, because it just shows me more and more that I am this subtle closeted self, so automatically not even realizing it.
I've got it in me too, though.
I mean, I'm all over
it in me too.
We're all over YouTube. We're all over TikTok.
Yesterday when we were down there having our date, and we were getting ready to leave, and I took your hand as we were walking out. I thought about it then, and I noticed this one lady when she looked at us like we were a piece of dirt, you know, and I
didn't see that.
It was okay though. It was okay because I loved it. As a matter of fact, it made me want to take your hand. Give me your hand. It made me want to take your hand and say, ha, 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 you mean old witch.
I thought it made you want to take my hand.
No. She was like a mean old witch. And it was just like, you know.
Yeah, and somebody asked if we're married. Yes, we are married. And my partner and I together 17 years, not married by choice. Yeah, okay. We're married by choice. Edie said, our choice, Judy, is to get married. I said, okay, Edie.
Yeah. I mean, I had to wait until she did the official proposal. But I was determined that I was wanting to get married. When I found out, you know, that it was legal and I could marry someone that I really wanted to love and be with, that's what I wanted. You know, I like the security of knowing that's my wife, you know, and that I will poke your eyes out if you mess with her.
Okay, somebody else can mess with me. Yeah,
that's right.
Not my eyes, because I don't mess with anybody.
I won't mess with your eyes. You need them to work.
So here's the question.
You need your eyes to work. Go ahead.
But that kind of reminds me, so here's the question. If you're with somebody and that person has an affair, do you mess up that person or you mess up the person you're having the affair with?
Oh, you mess up your person.
See, no, somebody else told me, which is what you just reminded me. You messed up the person you're having the affair with because you want your person. You want your person in good shape.
I mean, people do that all the time. Like, they get mad at the person.
Look, I messed up everybody.
That's right. You just messed them all up.
I'm saying messed up. I'm being very careful with my words here.
Cynthia says she gonna mess up everybody. She says she messing up the affair. She messing up the person that she with. She messing up the neighbor girl if she look at her too strong. She that's it. She getting them all. Let's see. Amen. You mess up the person you had the affair with. Not the person. Right, Beth. Let's see. Everyone involved. She had said even the neighbor woman that seen her coming in and out of the house and didn't tell you. She getting her ass too. Yep, I find out they all see something going on here and didn't tell me. It's on. It's on.
Yeah.
I'm putting poo in their mailboxes.
But what if a neighbor does tell the person and they don't believe them? Now the neighbor's in trouble.
What do you think about poo in the mailbox? Don't you think that'd be a
It's
good
a
way to
federal
get somebody?
crime.
Oh,
That's why they put poo in a paper bag in front of the door instead of on fire.
well, they better have their ring
And then
doorbell
people stamp
camera
on
on.
it to put
They
out
better
the
have their
fire.
ring doorbell camera on there.
So
That's
they'll see you who did it.
yeah, because
Yeah,
they ain't
you
gonna
can wear
know.
hoodie. Oh, with the rainbow
Not my
one.
hoodie. But see, my husband is 100% too lazy to have
Have
a
a
secret affair.
You're just worried about Wi-Fi for gaming.
Yep, that's good. I mean, you hate to think that, but that's good, you know. Now, Judy, I don't know, she don't. You could walk up to her butt naked and say like "Good morning," and she'd probably look away and say, "Edie, that woman said, but she was butt naked," or she wouldn't even notice. I mean, it's just like
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even know her.
she
'Cause
would.
I'm like busy
I'm still
doing
paying
something.
attention though, because you always have to pay attention.
I'm by but married a man. We've been together 25 years. We're still in love.
That's
Whoop,
right,
whoop, whoop.
Cynthia.
Yeah.
You know, keep getting it. Let's see. Hippie Girl says, "Good morning. I'm so happy I caught your live finally. I'm so glad you did too. And you should catch it all the time because we are usually here every Saturday and Sunday. 8 o'clock in the morning we start having coffee with the Rainbow Grannies. You know what else too? We're on YouTube.
Yes, we are.
Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies on YouTube.
And all these lives we do gets recorded on YouTube. So you can always watch it again if you missed something. You can share it with folks.
Have yourself a little bit of fun. You know, we appreciate it.
See,
Too.
my partner and I have 10 years. He's easy to love. Oh, that's nice, Aaron.
Do you do foot pictures too?
Do what?
Do they do foot pictures too? Let's see. Love
I
is
would have
love.
to ask you to repeat that. Huh?
Yeah, just in case anybody didn't hear me.
That's right.
Let's see. I will definitely look you up on YouTube. Well, you know what, Hippie Girl, let me tell you. When you go to my profile right there on TikTok, it's got that little thing. You click on it, it will take you right directly to the YouTube channel. So all you have to do is subscribe, and it'll be in your stuff. So it's no big deal. Thank you. Let's see. Great smiles, ladies. Aw, thank you very much.
So I want to say on YouTube, I'm trying to keep track. If there's anything I missed, a question or something that you want us to respond to,
Right,
type
'cause
it
we
in
do
again.
wanna make
But I've
sure-
been pretty much catching a lot of stuff. And just so you know, on YouTube and TikTok, there's a lot that we can't catch because we're also talking about the different topics. If it's something you really want us to talk about, to answer, just post it again.
Yeah, so I decided to wear this shirt.
Yeah.
Probably for today, maybe tomorrow too, because
It's election day on Tuesday.
yes,
in
it's
Pennsylvania.
election. Right, it's election time, and I want to make sure that it gets out there. I wore this the other day, and this lady, where was I? Oh yeah, she came out of the dance studio, and she says, "I love your shirt," and I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Let's see. Hey, quick question for you both.
What?
What
Go
are your
ahead.
plans for Pride?
Pride.
Well, we did get invited to go down for the Hugh Lane Pride table
Mhm.
and sit down there and help any senior LGBT people that are interested in that, or that they want to know just where are the old gay people. So we might go down there depending on how I'm feeling. I'll tell you the truth, you know, or what's going on with us. We probably will hit a couple Pride things just to at least go grab some kind of sandwich and say hi.
Yeah.
We have so many nice outfits.
I'm really curious. I'm really curious this year in the States if all the neighborhoods are going to have their neighborhood prides again, or if they get scared off.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what happened. Because last couple of years, I was just blown away that all these neighborhoods have neighborhood pride. All these, it used to just be the big city ones. But, all these neighborhoods, all these small towns out in the rural areas are having gay
tiny
pride.
little prides, which are nice. I mean, that one right up the hill here, remember they had free pizza and free subs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real nice. I mean, look, I'm all about the food. They have free food. And you get to wear your rainbow shirt, and I got to hold the hand of the woman that I love.
Yeah.
And it was just
and
really
actually
nice.
A friend of mine from way back when we were met when we were 18 or 19 years old, and we had, having crossed paths for a long time, but she was one of the organizers of the neighborhood one. And I asked her, isn't this cool that, we lived through the days where there was no pride. It was really hard to have pride, and now you can have it in your own neighborhood. What's that feel like? It's really cool. So it's the Park Circle in
Did you
North
see?
Charleston has a cool pride. It's not super small and great food.
Did you see that? Washington, Pennsylvania is not having a pride this
They're
year.
not. Do you know
No.
why? Did they say?
Economics. Some reason, all the money that they use for pride, which they usually do have a pretty nice
Yeah,
big
they
pride
do.
for
They
a
do. I
small
like
community. And I guess last year they had it out there. This is what bothers me a little bit. They had it out there at the ball field for where that baseball field.
that. Okay, I don't know.
You know, well, it's a small the minor league Pirates field
Uh-huh.
in Washington, PA.
Oh, okay.
So they had it there last year, which that place is like standing in the middle of hell with the sun beating down on
Uh-huh.
it. You know what I mean? I can't even imagine.
Mhm.
So they had it there, and I guess it was very expensive.
Mhm.
So I don't understand why they can't have it in the street
Back
where
in the
they had
street
it.
like they've had it before, because they
Right.
have it really nice. They blocked off the street. There's some shade, and then
Yeah.
there's really nice location.
Yeah. So I guess they can't afford it. Judy, what are you reading right now?
I'm reading the same book I talked about yesterday,
Well, there might be people that didn't
and there
hear
might be
it.
people who missed it. But this is a book about a woman who's 28 years old who discovered that her grandfather was a major Nazi criminal who got executed because he was so bad. And her father is Nigerian, and so she's black and lives in Germany. It's called My Grandfather Would Have Shot Me. This is a really interesting book for me. I picked it up because, of course, the title caught my attention. But yeah, she was adopted. She remembers her biological mom and grandmas. I don't think she really knew her biological father so well. And she got adopted. And when she was 38 years old, she saw a book about her biological mom being the daughter of this Nazi criminal. And so oh my goodness. And she had a lot of friends in Israel whose family would have crossed paths with this guy. And so she's dealing with all of the how do I tell my friends? How do I deal with this? And it's kind of about anybody who grows up with a family secret and now they find out the family secret.
So I
Really
think we
cool
will
piece.
be down in South Carolina in August, right?
Yeah, that when the Pride
When
is
is-
Pride in South Carolina?
Is Pride in July there? Because we're going to be in South Carolina in August. We're going down there for a wedding, and then we're going to North Carolina to visit my sister for a little while. That's what the plan is so far.
Mhm.
Sounds like Sparrow says it sounds like a future movie.
It
Yeah,
does.
it probably is one already. June is most places that I know of. What part of South Carolina? Sometimes people throw them back into other months because
Right.
they've got so many lined up that they just
Mhm.
okay, well, they're having theirs in August.
Right. Some people have their Pride in September.
Yeah.
That's why you're able to hit different ones across the
So they're asking what part of South Carolina we're going to. We don't remember what the name
Yeah.
of the town is. I'm sure as we
Yeah.
get closer to it, we'll let you know. Let's see. Marion kids. I don't know. Las Vegas in August. Okay. See, that's
Wow.
Yeah.
Because we want to go to I want to go to Las Vegas, not
I
to
would
gamble.
too.
I want to go for the shows.
You know
and
what? I
everything.
heard that there's a lot more there that I'm missing out on.
Mhm.
So I really do think that all these years I've been like, nah, I don't want to go to Vegas.
Mhm.
No, I don't want to be.
It
So
might be fun to do.
they have one in Florida. Do they have one in Florida? Let's see. Do you ever travel to Houston? I've
No,
never
but
been.
should we? I mean, we want to travel everywhere. I can't get everywhere. I
If we
wanna
can
get,
get
to.
if we can get a couple more years for Judy to get ready to retire,
Mhm.
and in the meantime keep us all healthy and going.
Right.
That's
right. Pride in September, where I am, and that's in the UK. That's in Preston in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I think we should call it a day.
You want to go for breakfast, huh?
Well,
You're hungry.
I think
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, we don't have to.
I'm
we
down
got
with
boiled
that.
eggs in there. We got boiled eggs from the grocery
That's right.
there. So
We'll need it
boiled
all
eggs.
week long when I can't go out for breakfast with you. Let's
Yeah,
see.
and-
The Memphis Pride Parade is June 7th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
well, you guys, we have had a great time. Egg salad. No, I'm not using up all my eggs. You know what? We're going. Wait, next Sunday we have a picnic to go to, and that picnic is going to be a really cool picnic. Should we tell them?
I guess.
Okay, Nidra Johnson. Um,
I should have saved it for your secret.
okay,
Come on over to YouTube if
come
you want
on
to hear
over
more.
to YouTube if you want to hear more about whatever our secret
And I want to
is.
thank you for all the gifts today.
Yes.
And I want to thank the moderators for moderating today.
Yes.
And I don't think I thanked you yesterday. You know, I love what you do for us to keep us a safe space for us to have a good
Thank you.
weekend and a good
And
morning
to make it
coffee.
enjoyable
Thank you so
for
much.
everybody. You know, all the people that come in here and chit chat and everything. When you got somebody like you, moderators, staying on top of things and making sure that the bad, the evil's gone, it does. It makes it so much enjoyable for everybody. I mean, thank you. You know, so that
And
they
let me
can
give you a
all.
kiss for all the gifts we got today. Ooh,
Thank you.
I didn't know I'd get that time. That's
Thank you
nice.
for all the gifts. So come on over to our YouTube channel so you can hear the rest of the secret. Okay? Ready?
Okay, so see you TikTok.
Our YouTube
Hang on
channel
YouTube.
is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies.
Let us know when you're here.
Yes, when you come over there, say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, you know, because the more typing that goes on the screen there, the better it is. That's right,
Okay,
Crystal.
Crystal's
She's
already
here.
there. She's
Thank you.
on it.
So go ahead. Keep coming. If you go on my profile right here on TikTok and you click on that thing, it'll bring you over to the YouTube channel. We're out of here now. See you later, TikTok.
See you TikTok. Hey YouTube, Karen's here.
All right. Thank you. Okay, we're just going to give this a little bit of
Yeah,
time.
give it a little bit of time.
Thank you for
Come on
stopping me.
over.
Yeah. So everything's been going really good. You're here from TikTok. Hey, Emily Thorpe, how you doing? It's nice to see you. So Emily, what is your name on TikTok? Because you see how Karen's is Nana6. And Crystal, what is your name on TikTok? Or I can't remember if it's Crystal or you have to forgive me, guys, because you know I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed all the time.
Well, names are tough.
Oh, you know what else I should have asked them about?
What?
Because I put a thing on Facebook today asking people if they use those key fobs for their wallets, their keys, their dog, you know, for their wife, you know, whatever you're afraid of losing. Yeah, whatever you're afraid of losing, you know, you want to. So I didn't put wife on there, but I did those key fobs. I've been kind of interested in that.
You wouldn't be able to keep track if you did because, like, where's she moving again?
Oh God. I'd probably have to keep my phone charging because it would be the Bluetooth.
Someplace different. Now it moved again.
Oh, okay. Remembering one name is hard enough. Yeah, it is hard. Hello, Crystal. How you doing? Thank you very much. Well, I guess everybody that's here, please minimize the chat. Click the thumbs up.
Yeah, I think we've got it. I think we've got everybody.
Okay, hopefully everybody's here. So, I mean, what's this? I have a story that I think, good.
Okay, so Shannon's saying, I have a story that I think Judy will think is funny. You're Jewish, right? Yeah, Edie loves it when I tell her Jewish jokes.
I don't know.
She doesn't understand why they're so funny. There's a lot of nerdy jokes I have.
Please, Shannon. Hopefully it's not. Okay, go ahead. We're waiting, Shannon. Let's see what Shannon's story is going to be here, her joke and everything. I'm filling in the sound right now so that we're not sitting here dead silence.
Yeah, well, you can talk in the meantime about your secrets.
So. Guess what? Yeah. We were lucky enough, and I mean, I don't know how lucky you might think it, whatever, but anyway, part of the talent that I have enjoyed for the years when we go to these festivals is a singer called Nidra Johnson.
Wonderful.
If you get a chance to listen to Nidra, there's like kind of like a blues, soulful kind of sound. Right. Nidra has a really interesting sound to her. And we just happened to be like a Facebook friend. Probably 10 years ago or so, we were at a festival together and I asked her to do a selfie or a picture with me, and she did. And it was just really just because there were, you know, these festivals, these people, when you look at them and see them as stars, they look at you as just people, and it's just really nice how
Mhm.
they interact at these festivals with all the people that live,
Yeah.
that go there. So we're Facebook friends, and she put up a thing where she wanted to have a Memorial Day picnic, and her location, and who
It's
would
a new
come.
location, and she wanted it. So yeah.
And so I told her, it's only a couple hours for us, we would come and everything. So she sent me a message, saying, great, and welcomes us to come and stuff like that, and sent me the address and all that. And so I am just so excited that for Memorial Day, when we haven't really been to a picnic
Right.
in a while,
Mhm.
that we're going to go up there. So I'm trying to figure out, that's part of my thing, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm making, because she said you don't really have to bring anything, but I
But
really
we
want to
won't
bring
go
something.
empty-handed. We
I
gotta
really
bring
want to
something.
bring something,
Yeah.
but I want to bring something. I love my deviled eggs, but
Uh-huh.
they have to be refrigerated or people get very
Right.
sick,
Right.
and I love my green beans,
Mhm.
but that means I need somebody to sit here and do some snapping with me.
Okay, I'll do that. Everybody else will too, right? Everybody going to give a hand?
Yin's all going to help me snap. Let's see. Go ahead. You want to read Shannon's?
Yeah, so go ahead, keep talking.
So basically, my secret is that I am just over the top honored, and I'd like to thank Nidra, if she happens to be watching this, for inviting us to her Labor Day picnic. And I'm going to have to figure out what to wear,
Mhm.
because I want to look good.
Mhm.
So topless
Yeah.
would be good. Oh, no, no. I think she's seen me like that already.
Yeah, it won't be anything new.
So,
But yeah, you want to make something you can put your foot in. That's what you told me. You want
yes.
to make something that you can put your foot in.
Yes, that that everybody
Yeah.
enjoys.
So
I think
Crystal's going to
will.
come and help snap green beans with us.
Oh, sounds great.
I have to admit, Shannon, that I don't get the joke. So I'm missing something in the translation.
Let's see. Can you read it?
Let's go
No?
on, because I can't
Okay.
get it.
Okay.
We're going to have to talk again about next week, or send a private message or something so I can get it. Because it's no fun when you don't get the joke.
No.
Oh.
I don't get a lot of it. It's probably a really good Jewish joke, because I don't never get none of them. You'll tell me one and you'll laugh, and I'll look at you like, that was funny. Where was it?
Oh, I do get the con KAHN. I do get that. Okay.
Don't try.
That's okay.
Anyway, I want to thank you all for
Thank you.
hanging out with us, joining us, and following us, watching us, and all that. It has been a great morning. We've had a good time. So,
Oh, okay. Karen explained the joke for me. Thank you. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway,
Karen, which is not Jewish, explained to you the Jewish joke. Karen, I want to thank you very much for helping Judy. Now, when we get off of here, she's going to explain it to me. Okay?
Yeah.
And if it don't make me laugh, then I'm going to tickle all of you.
But not make it. I don't like to be tickled.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to tickle all you, so it better be ready. Very funny.
Oh.
Oh, so do you think that it's spell check,
Okay.
and that's what happened?
Yeah, it auto corrected our spelling.
Yeah. So can you tell it and make it funny? Okay, can you?
Okay, no, I still can't.
Well, at least you're honest about it, Okay, let me give you kisses on your cheek. I want to thank you guys.
But it is Shannon funny. It is funny how the auto spelled con KAHN.
Thank you very much. Make sure, hey, everybody, tell us bye. Wait, before we just shut it down, say bye. Say bye, or see ya, or see you next Saturday.
See you next Saturday.
Here. We'll be here next Saturday. I don't know if we'll be here Sunday. We probably will, because we won't leave till later. But we'll be here next Saturday. God willing, then the creek don't rise.
That's right.
Come on, say bye. Say bye. Okay, Crystal said, see you later, ladies. Let's see. Debbie Miser says, hey, ladies. Good to see you again. Been missing you. Thank you, Debbie. Let's see. Karen, which is Nana to 6, she said, bye. Shannon says, yes, Crystal. Let's see. Crystal Gallo says, instead, she said, when does I don't know. And then St. Louis
Plenty of
says
fun buddies.
bye. Yeah, they're all still
Nice
trying to figure
thing.
out the
See ya
joke.
soon.
This Nate says, see you soon. Bye, Nate. Tell your boy I said, hey, let's see. Have a good week, Shannon. Thank you very much. I want to thank all of you. Okay.
Okay.
Crystal said
Crystal, bye.
bye. One more bye, Edie. One more bye. She's gonna shut us down. Somebody say bye. Bye.
Have a great week, everybody. See ya.